Okay, so good day to everyone. So I am Sir Melvin, your subject in Media and Information Literacy. So for today, we are going to tackle, or we are, I have going to tackle to you all about the introduction of Media and Information Technology. So ano nga ba ang Media and Information Literacy? Para saan nga ba iyon? So, as you can see in this picture, uh, there is two people who are having their balloon conversation. So, they have different na makikita kayo na yung mga tools that they are used for them to communicate with each other. So, that is the concept of our media and information literacy. So, let us proceed. Okay. Okay, so why are you here today? Bakit nga ba kayo nandito? Bakit nga ba? Kasi you are the learner, so after this lesson, you should able to describe how media and information affects communication. And number two, so editorialize the value of being a media and information literate individual. And number three, share to the class their media lifestyle, habits, and preferences. Okay, so that is the objective that you need to accomplish after this lesson. Okay, so let us watch this video.
Welcome to the world of media and information literacy. So, I am Sir Melvin, and let us think wisely, create smartly, and share information responsibly. So, it is senior high school media and information literacy. So, I am again Sir Melvin, and let's talk about media. Today, wherever you will go, you can see any forms of media. So like when you are watching a film, reading a books, so that is an example of a media. Okay, so even you wake up or pagkagising sa umaga, there is a messages that being relayed to you with the use of your gadgets like cell phone and one of the most is cell phone, because that is the most every Filipino have for today's technology. You know naman yan even the film you watch and the book you read, and also from the photos, videos, and stories you read or you watch every day, that is interconnected to be more related to the life of other people. So that's all is a form of media literacy, and we are the one who manipulated the media literacy, because when we are not here, media is not going on, or hindi siya mag-exist. Tama naman, because people made media so that people can use media, and then dapat mas ma-develop natin ang paggamit ng media.
Okay, so as you watch my video presentation about that, so there is a question that comes to our mind. So we have, why communication essential to you and to your community? So why nga ba? Bakit nga ba kailangan natin ang communication sa ating community and kahit saan, So that is very essential kasi hindi tayo magkakaintindihan kung wala yung communication, kasi hindi naman tayo makapag-usap kung wala ang communication, 'di ba? Okay, so that is the one question that you need to answer. And then, how media and information influence communication? Paano nga ba nakaapekto ang media or yung ating mga platforms na ginagamit in our communication? So, paano nga ba? So, let us have a concept map here. So there is a concept map. So it is an activity that you are going to have a concept map. So it is done when we are having a online class. So I will discuss it, the concept map of a media. So this is the concept map of our media. So we have the social messaging app, television, cell phone, radio, YouTube, newspaper. So when we say media, media are communication outlets or tools that are used to store and deliver information. And then let us have the information. So information, there is a concept map. So we have the knowledge, facts, opinion, ideas, and messages. So that is information is defined as the knowledge or facts learned about a certain subject or situation or event. So that is information. And then lastly, but not the least, so we have the communication. Concept map for communication. So we have the understanding, process, sender, exchange, receiver. So communication is a process by which information is exchanged from sender to a receiver through a communication system of symbol or behavior resulting in the interpretation of meaning. Okay, so that is communication. So next is the influence of media and information to the community. How the media influence to our community. So this is the picture noong dati nating panahon wherein wala pa ang cellphone, hindi pa uso yung mga gadgets. So ito ay noong uso, wala pa din ang tao nito, ito yung mga mamot pa. So mga nabubuhay pa lamang noon is yung mga nakatira sa ating mga kuweba. So hindi pa uso ang media or hindi pa uso yung ating mga technologies. Okay, so we have now, are you dependent on technology? So this is the one question. Dependent ba tayo sa technology? Or can you live without your phone or computer? So, kaya nyo bang mabuhay nang walang cellphone? So as of today, kahit na pagkagising nyo pa lamang sa umaga, ay ang una nyong tinitingnan ay yung inyong mga cellphone. 'Di ba? Tama naman ako. And then, yung ating internet, libraries, and also kung kayo mahilig magbasa ng ating mga newspaper, magazine, radio, makinig sa radio station, TV channel, it is also a form of media na kung saan kaya nyo bang mabuhay nang wala ang mga ito? Kaya nyo ba? Okay, so kung kaya nyo, so magaling you can survive. But as of today, parang hindi natin kayang mabuhay nang wala ito. Kasi ito ay gamitan din natin in our education, sa ating pag-aaral. Okay, so next is, ito yung mga question that you are need to answer. So you are going to answer this in a sheet of paper and then you are going to pass it in our Google Classroom. The picture you are going to pass is isang picture lamang, so naandun na lahat. Ito yung mga question na inyong sasagutan. So ito naman ay sulat nyo na lamang. So how would you be informed of anything now? Yun yung number 1 question. What ways would you have to communicate with one another? How would you share information and communicate news and events? What would happen with the decision you usually make? How would it affect the way you live? What would you personally miss most in such a situation? What would society lose in this situation? So that are the question that you need to answer. So magpo-post na lang ako tagpo-postan nyo ng sagot nyo doon sa ating Google Classroom. Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay, so please okay, watch this.
Communication process begins with the sender, who is also called the communicator or source.
Okay, so begins daw siya.
The sender has some kind of information, a command.
Okay, so watch this.
Communication process begins with the sender, who is also called the communicator or source. The sender has some kind of information, a command, request, question, or idea that he or she wants to present to others. For that message to be received, the sender must first encode the message in a form that can be understood and then transmit it. The person to whom a message is directed is called the receiver or the interpreter. To comprehend the information from the sender, the receiver must first be able to receive the sender's information and then decode or interpret it. The message or content is the information that the sender wants to relay to the receiver. Put all three elements together, sender, receiver, and message, and you have the communication process at its most basic. But wait! Since we are in the age surrounded by different media, let us emphasize the medium, also called the channel.
Text messages, for example, are transmitted through the medium of cell phones, and news is spread through television.
And lastly, feedback.
Feedback may be direct, such as a written and verbal response.
Or it may take the form of an act or deed in response. We call it an indirect response. For example, after reading an information that COVID-19 virus can live on surfaces for days, you did not give any comments or replies to the sender of the message. But it made you more conscious on the things that you touch and made you practice hand washing more regularly. That is an indirect response. In the first
Okay, so done po tayo doon. So let us have the next one.
communication process begins with the sender.
Okay, so please watch this video.
These are essential for the transfer of ideas. And to another, communication plays a vital role. Every human being has some ideas that are unique to his mind, like you.
Many of these ideas can be implemented in real life and can turn into major creations too. But to make the transition from just a thought to implementation, it requires effectual communication. Hence, the idea should be communicated. It could be through a plan, a drawing, or in any media form.
Second,
For interacting with society. They say, no man is an island. We must have harmonious interactions with our surroundings and the people around us.
hey Ma'am Andrea, what's up?
Hello, Sir Brex. Look at this.
Whenever we talk to someone, we unknowingly or knowingly react to his or her questions, actions, or comments. This is communication. Healthy communication is essential for a healthy society. At present, education involves a collection of all kinds of communication through videos like DepEd TV, audio recordings like DepEd Radio, books, and podcast lectures. Only through proper channels of communication can people be updated with current affairs and important events across the globe. And lastly, for entertainment.
Moreover, the internet is another common platform for entertainment in our generation, which again is a mode of communication. In short, we can safely conclude that communication and entertainment are entwined in today's world.
Okay, so done tayo doon sa video na iyon. So I hope you learn something about that video na about doon sa ating communication as of today na there is many factor na nakaka-apekto din sa atin or meron din naman siyang magandang dulot or disadvantages yung ating technologies as of today. Okay, so let's answer this question. Okay, so what information can you provide to your community? What channel of communication or media should you use to make your message available to more people? Why is communication important at this time of crisis? So ito po ay sasagutan ninyo, isama nyo na doon sa activity natin kanina, yung unang mga question na kailangan yung sagutan. Okay, isasama na po itong question na ito doon sa mga sasagutan. It is based on doon sa napanood ninyo kanina, doon sa ating mga video na aking i-present sa inyo. Okay, so now, did you believe these news items were true? So for example, we are reading a news or an article. So paano po natin masasabi siya na siya ay totoo or hindi siya haka-haka lamang? Ano? So yun yung isang tanong. How did you know they were true or false? So paano natin siya papananayan kung siya ay true or false ba? And then, are all news and information on the internet true? Why or why not? Who gets to post news item online? And then, expound. Okay, so define each of the following terms. So we have the technology literacy, media literacy, information literacy, and media and information literacy. So this is the words that in media, you know dapat itong mga words na ito or the terms or terminologies. So we have the literacy. So pag sinabi nating literacy or this is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute using printed and written materials associated with varying contexts. It involves a continuum of learning wherein individuals are able to achieve their goals, develop their knowledge and potential, and participate fully in their community and wider society. So that is literacy. So kapag po kayo ay magaling sa isang bagay, so ibig sabihin kayo ay literate. Pwede na kayong masabing literate or kayo ay napakahusay na in that particular field. So kayo masabing literate. For example, you are fluent in English. So masabing kayo literate in speaking English. And next po natin is media, the physical object used to communicate with or the mass communication through physical objects such as radio, television, computers, films, and etc. It also refers to the physical object used to communicate messages. And next is media literacy, the ability to analyze, access, evaluate, and create media in a variety of forms. It aims to empower citizens by providing them with the competencies, knowledge, and skill necessarily to engage with traditional media and new technology. Okay, so next tayo. And the last two, we have the information, a broad term that covers process data, knowledge derived from study, experiences, instruction, signal, or symbol. The ability to recognize when information is needed and to locate, evaluate, and effectively communication information in its various format. Okay, so masasabi po kayo na kayo ay media literate kung meron kayo ng lahat ng ito. So that's all for the introduction of our lesson or our lesson 1. So I hope you learn something or you learn a lot about this video or this lesson. So again, I am Sir Melvin and I will stop or end this lesson in this subject. So again, I am your teacher in media and information technology.